Week 2 of the NFL season is underway, and it's headlined by arguably one of the greatest rivalries in the modern day, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And yet, it has a mid-afternoon slot on CBS?
Williams had a block and Brown had a block. The two tackles go and DB's got him. Chase at the 20. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown Cincinnati. 64 yards.
If you were to ask most NFL fans who they think is the best QBs in the league, they would more than likely say Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. While nearly the entire league is in agreement that Patrick Mahomes is the better of the two, they would also say the only QB capable of beating Mahomes is Burrow, and we have seen that more often than not. Their current record is 3-1 in favor of Joe Burrow when playing against Patrick Mahomes. Those wins include Week 17 in 2022, which won the Bengals the AFC North that season, along with a win in the AFC Championship game that season, which sent the Bengals to the Super Bowl. They backed up both those wins in Week 13 the following season by winning against the Chiefs. At the time, it seemed like the Bengals were on the same level as the Chiefs, and then Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs struck back and won against the Bengals in the 2023 AFC Championship game. While many will blame the penalty at the end of the game that put the Chiefs into field goal range, the fact still remains that after 60 minutes of regulation, the Chiefs had more points and were the winners of that game. Sadly, we never got to see Burrow and Mahomes in the 2023 regular season, as Burrow missed the game due to an injury suffered earlier in the season. But now, both quarterbacks are healthy and ready to do battle once again. Many are picking the Chiefs to win the game without question, but I want to point out just how even both these teams have been over the last few games. Patrick Mahomes' stats are 1,083 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Joe Burrow has 1,252 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Almost dead even. In all 4 games they've played, the score going into the half was no more than 11 points, and each of the games finished with the victor only winning by 3 points. And one of those games went into overtime. I know many will doubt that we will get another game of that intensity after the Bengals lost to the Patriots last week, and Joe Burrow didn't quite look 100%, but the stats aren't completely different from each other. Patrick Mahomes had 291 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, while Joe Burrow had 164 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And I'll say this when it comes to Joe Burrow not playing great, we have seen this team start slow before in seasons past, and then catch fire and go on a run, and what better time to start that run than Week 2 and put yourself in the conversation as the only team in the league that could stand in the way of the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. Looking at all this information, I'm taking the Bengals to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'll tell you how it'll happen. The first half, the Chiefs will show up and take an early lead, but the Bengals will keep it within 10 points by halftime. Then the Bengals will turn it on, and Joe Burrow will come to life, and the Bengals will win this game 38-35. The Bengals were my Super Bowl pick, and I think they right the ship after being upset by a team many think is going to be the worst in the league. But now, I want to hear from you. Let me know down in the comment section below who you have winning this game. While you're at it, I encourage you to like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. Next week, we're going to be previewing the cut line for the first round of the NASCAR playoffs. Until then, I'm Morgan Weeb. Have a good day, everyone.
Williams had a block and Brown had a block. The two tackles go and DB's got him. Chase at the 20. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown Cincinnati. 64 yards.